What's up, y'all? Welcome back to this ILB Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and y'all, the Titans finally get their linebackers. They selected Cedric Gray, inside linebacker of USC, with the 106th pick in the fourth round of the 2024 NFL Draft. And y'all, I absolutely love this pick. Titans fans, hey, no need to worry anymore. I know a lot of people have been worrying about our linebacker core because our linebacker core is, I would say it's kind of average right now. Even though I like Kendrick Murray Jr., he still has a lot to improve on as a player. He's been in the league for 4 years, but he still needs to improve like his recognition and his coverage. But now, y'all, we have a guy in Cedric Gray that really, in my opinion, has no weaknesses to his game at all. Seriously. I mean, the only thing you can say he cannot do, maybe particularly well, is cover wide receivers. But he really shouldn't be asked to cover wide receivers like that. I know nowadays we'll see sometimes linebackers are asked to cover wide receivers, particularly slot wide receivers. But other than that, this dude can do it all. So let's get into it, y'all. So why the Titans took him? Cedric Gray is an all-around linebacker who makes plays in the run and pass game. He can move sideline to sideline and chase down running backs. He's also really good in coverage and is fast enough to cover tight ends. The Titans had a huge need in linebacker, and they have filled it nicely. My grade for this pick is an A. I mean, y'all, you're talking about a guy, Cedric Gray, who's about 6'2", 234 pounds. You're on a 4.64 40 at the combine. As I wrote y'all, I mean, he's a sideline to sideline guy. Something that we have not had in Tennessee in a long time, right? We did have that for a little while with Jayon Brown, but Jayon Brown didn't do it consistently. I think Cedric Gray has a much higher ceiling than Jayon Brown ever had. So we have Cedric Gray, we have Kenneth Murray, y'all, and that really, to me, is a good duo right there because they both bring different skills to the table. You talk about Cedric Gray, he's more of your coverage linebacker. He's a guy that you will trust to wear the green dot on his helmet, whereas Kenneth Murray, he's your blitzer, right? He's a guy that you want moving downhill. Cedric Gray, you want him going sideline to sideline. Kenneth Murray's not that kind of linebacker, but that's okay. And now that we have Cedric Gray, we don't have to worry about that, y'all. You know, before we drafted Cedric Gray, that was a big concern of ours, right? All Titans fans is that Kenneth Murray is going to be forced to do something he's not comfortable doing, which is going sideline to sideline, which is covering tight ends. Okay, Kenneth Murray needs to be going downhill, right? We need him to play fast. And he spoke about that when he signed with the Titans, right? That was one of the reasons he signed with us because our new defensive coordinator, Denard Wilson, wants him to play downhill, wants him to just go after those quarterbacks and sack them, right? We don't want to have Kenneth Murray playing coverage. You know, the Chargers did try to make him do that. But Kenneth Murray has never been a coverage guy. You even go back to his days at Oklahoma. Kenneth Murray's never been a dude that can really cover tight ends. He's not that kind of linebacker, which is okay. But now we have a linebacker in Cedric Gray that can do that. So now you're creating what, y'all? A nice balance. I always say when you're building a roster, you want to have diversity on that roster. You don't have dudes that all do the same thing, right? So if you have two very fast wide receivers, well, you probably need to have a big physical wide receiver, right? That's not as fast. So you always want to create balance and diversity on your roster, and that's what the Titans have done, taking Cedric Gray. Y'all, like I said, I really, really, really love this pick, man. And the first 3 picks, he's filled needs, right? J.C. Latham a tackle, T'Vondre Sweat a defensive tackle, now Cedric Gray a linebacker. I mean, he just keeps filling our needs. I think, y'all, at pick 146, we need to take a wide receiver. Now, the problem is some of these wide receivers are starting to go off the board, right? Like Troy Franklin and Tez Walker. But Malik Washington is still on the board. Jacob Cowan is still on the board. Brendan Rice is still on the board. Jerry Rice's son. So those are potential guys I think we could target at pick 146 because it's looking like they're going to be there. But I think, yeah, y'all, at this point, the Titans need to take a wide receiver. I think we just need to address safety and free agency and just sign like a guy like a Marcus May or Justin Simmons at this point. Because there's probably, at this point, y'all, we're geared to be in the 5th round, right? There's not really going to be any starting caliber safeties we're going to find. And we need a starting caliber safety, and we're just not going to find it at this point in the draft. So we might as well just sign a safety, like I said, a Marcus May or Justin Simmons, and just draft a wide receiver. Because if we draft Malik Washington or Brendan Rice or Jacob Cowan, these dudes are going to have an immediate impact for us. So That's what I think we're going to do next is take a wide receiver. Because yeah, I mean, we pretty much have to take a wide receiver now, y'all. Because I mean, if not, we're going to be picking again at 182, excuse me. And by then, I mean, all those guys more than likely are going to be gone unless something really unforeseen happens. But I think we're going to take a wide receiver with our next pick at 146. I will be back on here, y'all, to briefly discuss it. I'm not really going in great detail because the draft's still going on. I know y'all trying to watch it. I'm trying to watch it, but I just want to come on here, to recap our pick, kind of give y'all a little breakdown of the player that we took. But yeah, Cedric Gray, man, very instinctive linebacker. Like I said, he can cover, he can go sideline to sideline and tackle running backs, which is something you need. He's fast, he's athletic. Again, these are all qualities you want in the starting linebacker nowadays. You have to have that, y'all. I mean, this NFL, these wide receivers and tight ends just continue to get more faster. They continue to get more athletic. You need to have guys on defense that's continue to get quicker, athletic, can cover these dudes as well. So that's just the way the NFL is. And you got to have speed and athleticism on all levels of your defense. Now, I know some people think you only need speed and athleticism in your secondary, but you need it with your D linemen, your edge rushers, your linebackers, and your corners and safeties, right? Because we want to be able to have speed all over the field, y'all. Okay, because, unfortunately for the Titans, we played in division with some pretty good quarterbacks, some pretty good wide receivers. We play in the conference with some pretty great quarterbacks, some pretty great wide receivers. We want to be able to slow down these guys. I know we want to be able to stop them, but we need to at least be able to try to neutralize them to the best of our ability. With the guys that we have on defense now and adding a guy like Cedric Gray, y'all, I love what this defense is right now. Now, the biggest thing we need now is depth. But in terms of starters, I mean, our defense feels kind of set. We just need an edge rusher or we need a safety. But other than that, this defense is ready to go. Now, again, I would sign a safety. Edge rusher at this point, I mean, it looks like maybe we could trade for one because at this point in the draft, y'all, I mean, we're not going to be able to find again, like with safety, we're not going to find a starting caliber one. Now, there is a guy like Muhammad Kamara. He's still on the board right now. I would like if we took, I wouldn't be mad if we took him at pick 146. But, I mean, he's not going to be a guy that's going to come in year one and be a 10, 12 sack guy. So he's more of, going to be a situational pass rusher for us. So in terms of finding like that starting caliber edge next to Harold Landry, well, it's too late for that. But again, we could trade for one. We could sign one in free agency. Same thing with safety. So at this point in the draft, y'all, I would go wide receiver unless Jaden Hicks is still there at safety, which I really don't think he's still going to be. I mean, I know he's still there right now, but I think he's probably going to be gone. But if he's not there, hey, just take a wide receiver and just build this offense up, even more. But I like the way our team is looking right now, y'all. I really do. Again, Rand has done a really nice job of addressing needs. Tackle, linebacker, and defensive tackle were arguably our three biggest needs, and he's filled those. And I just cannot wait to see how he's going to continue to fill out this roster. But yeah, y'all. And then we have a couple of picks in the 7th round. And in the 7th round, you're looking for guys that could just contribute on special teams. And if you get anything from them defensively or offensively, then hey, you'll take it. But yeah, I mean, the 7th round, y'all you're looking for dudes that can just contribute on special teams, which is something that the Titans need, right? Because I mean, last year we had one of the worst special teams units in all of football. That's the reason we got our punter injured, which is still crazy to me, y'all, because y'all know that punters never get injured, but we somehow got our punter injured because our special teams unit, was just that doggone bad. But so we definitely could add some value to our special teams unit in the 7th round. But there y'all have it. That is my dogs on the Titans selecting Cedric Gray, inside linebacker out of UNC at pick 106 in the 4th round of the 2024 NFL draft. Like I said, y'all, I will be back on here to give my dogs on whoever the Titans pick at 146. Remember, laughter is good medicine, so make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm an Indian man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.